Let me show you how I made these delicious buñuelos. And for those that do not like the cinnamon and sugar, I'm going to show you an easy recipe and super delicious piloncillo syrup for your buñuelos. To start off with, in my bowl here, I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And to my flour, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to whisk all these ingredients together. Once I got all this whisked in, I'm going to add in 1 large egg, 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter. This is melted and cooled. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And this is 3/4 cup of water that is warm. And with my dough mixer, I'm just going to mix this together. While kneading the dough, if you find that the dough is too dry, you can start adding some more water. Just add little bits at a time and continue to knead it until it comes together. And now that I got all this mixed in together, I'm going to start kneading it by hand for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes of kneading, I'm going to place it in my bowl, just like that. And just with the kitchen towel, I'm going to cover this and I'm going to let this rest for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, now I'm going to start to roll out my buñuelos. This recipe should give you 12 buñuelos, just depending on what size you make them. And you want to keep the rest of your dough covered so it doesn't dry out. I'm going to dust my surface with some flour. And now here I have my dough. And I'm just going to start to roll it out into a circle. And once I got it as big as I want it, I'm going to just poke holes with a fork. And then I'm going to take it to my oil. I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oil. I'm going to set my heat on high. And now that my heat is up to 400 pretty much, I'm going to lower the heat to a medium. I'm just going to add it to my oil. And I'm just going to cook this until it's brown on both sides. And I'm going to place it on my plate that is lined with paper towel. And here it is one more time. You're going to want to just roll it out into a circle. And while rolling it, you can also just stretch it with your hands. Sometimes it is easier this way. If you feel confident, then go ahead and do it. And then just poke holes into your dough and place it in your hot oil. And then just brown it on both sides. And once it's brown, remove it from the pan and place it on your plate with paper towel. And now that these are done, I'm going to dust them in some cinnamon and sugar. So I ended up getting 9 out of this. Now, you could get more. You could get up to 12. It just depends how big or how small you want them. I made mine pretty big. In here, I have some sugar with some cinnamon mixed together. Now I'm just going to get this and then just add some all over. And there's your buñuelo. And I'm going to continue with some of these. And now let me share with you a quick and easy recipe for the piloncillo syrup. In my pot, I'm going to add in 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm going to mix this until it melts a little bit. When you see that the sugar is pretty much like this, then it's the time to add 1 piloncillo and 1/2 cup of water. I'm also adding in 1 cinnamon stick and 1 clove. And now I'm just going to continue to stir this until all the piloncillo has dissolved. And you're also going to want to add in a pinch of salt. Once the piloncillo has melted down, now you're going to just continue to stir this until you get the consistency that you like. Whether you like it thick, if you don't like it too thick, then you might want to stop here. But you just keep doing it until you get it the way you like. Once you get it to how you want it, you now want to remove the cinnamon sticks. Don't forget to also remove the clove. And now the piloncillo syrup is ready. Now you can add it to your buñuelo. And there you go. So whether you prefer the cinnamon and sugar or this, either way, they're going to be delicious. And that is my recipe on how to make some amazing, delicious, mouth-watering buñuelos.